Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone to our lesson for today for the first intermediate grade for the second semester of this year. Our subject, as you know, is the English language from the book Full Blast 2. Our lesson for today is 4A, on the move. This is the second part, so today we have grammar and write. This whole lesson is prepared and it will be presented to you by Sultan Shahrani. First of all, thank you very much all of you for being with me. I'm really happy to be with brilliant students like you. The second thing, I want to make sure that you understand our book for today is Full Blast 2. It is not Super Goal. Our book for today is Full Blast 2. The third and the most important thing, I want to ask you something. Everyone, are you ready to begin our lesson? Very nice, let's go. Today we will learn number 1, future going to. And we will learn how to use going to with the future tense and with future sentences, and how can you say a sentence, how can you make a sentence about your plans in the future by using going to. The second thing, write about your future plans. How to write about your future plans also by using going to. Let's start with the grammar. So as we said, our grammar for today is about future going to. And how can we use going to? With the affirmative sentences, it's very easy. The first thing, we have to start with the subject. So you can say I, he, she, it, they, we, you. Maybe any name that you want. Muhammad, Abdullah, the boys, maybe the boy, the school, the teacher, and so on. After that, am, is, or maybe are. Am, I am, is, he is, she is, it is, are, they are, we are, you are. Okay? So also with the singular you can use is, the boy is. With the plural you can use are, the boys are. Okay? And you can use the short form or maybe the long form. So you can say I'm, or I am. He's, can you see the apostrophe? He's or he is. There or they are. So it's the same. It is the same. Okay, this is the short form and this is the long form. After that, we use going to. Can you see it? This is the most important thing that we have today. Going to. Okay, this is going to. Going to visit. This is the verb. It's very important also. You have to keep it in your mind. After going to, you have to say the verb visit. Going to play, going to visit, going to write, going to read, and so on. My mother, for example. So I'm going to visit my mother. For example, she's going to visit my mother. They are going to visit my mother. Okay, everyone? Very nice, very easy. With the negative, it's the same as the affirmative, the same thing, but we have to say am not, is not or isn't, are not or aren't. So the sentence will be I'm not or I am not going to visit my mother. So it is the same. This is going to, okay, and this is visit. Going to and the verb. Okay, I'm not going to visit my mother. For example, he isn't going to visit my mother. She isn't going to visit my mother. We aren't going to visit my mother. You aren't going to visit my mother. Okay, and the same thing. You can use I'm not or I am not. He isn't or he is not. They aren't or they are not. It's the same, the short or the long. Okay, now let's go to the questions and the short answers, yes or no. Okay, we have to start with verb be at first, after that the subject. So in this one, we are saying I am. Can you see it? This one, I am, with the sentences, affirmative or negative. But with the questions, am I? So that one, I am, but this one, am I? Is he? Is she? Is it? Are they? are we, are you. Okay, this is very important. This is the thing that you have to do. You have to put am first, then I. Is first, then he or she or it. Are first, then they or we or maybe you. After that, going to, this one also the same. Then the verb. So this one, it's the same. We don't change it with the affirmative sentence, with the negative sentence, with questions. So it's the same, but we have to change here. Okay? So the question will be, am I going to visit my mother? Is he going to visit my mother? Are we going to visit my mother? And so on. With the answers, with yes, you have to say, yes, I am. Yes, he is. Yes, she is. Yes, it is. Yes, they are. Yes, we are. Yes, you are. And so on. With no, no, I am not. Or I'm not. I'm not or I am not. It's the same. Don't forget not. Can you see it? Not. Not. With no. Okay? We have to use not with no. Yes, there is no not. We don't use not here. No, he isn't or is not. No, she isn't. No, it isn't. No, they aren't. No, we aren't. No, you aren't or are not. Okay? Very nice. Okay, we have three things we want to keep them in our minds. The first thing, which is we use the future going to for something we intend to do in the future. So, if you are intending, you want to do something in the future, you're intending to do something in the future, so you have to use going to. So, going to, we use it when we intend to do something in the future. The second thing, the time expression with the future. With the future, there are many time expressions. For example, tomorrow, tonight. Okay, so I will do this one after 2 hours. It is tonight, but it's after 2 hours. Okay, and next month, next year, next week, next Tuesday, etc. So you have to say next. Next, it's coming, so it's in the future. In an hour, in a year, in a month, and so on. Also, soon. Soon. So there is a shop that will open soon. It will open soon. So we use soon with the future. Something in the future. Soon, okay? After 2 days, 3 days, a week, 2 weeks. So it's soon. It's coming. The third thing, note, we use the present progressive for actions we have arranged to do in the near future. In the near future, okay? For example, I am or I'm buying, buy with ing. We didn't use going to. We used ing, the present progressive. I'm buying a car next Saturday. So it's near future, next Saturday, after 3 days, or maybe after 2 days. Okay, everyone, I'm buying a car next Saturday. So we use this one, we use the present progressive with the near future, with the near future. Complete the sentences with the future going to of the verbs in brackets. Let's see. Number 1. A. You travel to France by plane. So I want you to use going to. What should we say? You. Before you, we have to use are. Exactly. Are you? What do you think? Going to. Okay, we said going to. What about the verb? Travel. Going to travel. Exactly. Are you going to travel to France by plane? So can you see the verb travel? We don't add ed, we don't add ing, we don't add s, we don't change anything. The verb in the base form, the verb as it is, travel. We don't change anything. Very nice. B. No, I'm not. I get there by car. So what do you think? This is the verb get. So we have to say I am going to get there. Exactly. I am or it's okay if you want to say I'm or I am. It's the same. I'm going to get. Don't forget the verb. Some of you will write it, I'm going to, without get. Don't forget it. Okay, I'm going to get there by car. Number 2, A. Alice go on holiday in July. So what do you think? What should we say? Alice. It's singular, not plural. Singular. Only one. Of course. Is Alice, very nice. Is Alice going to go? Or maybe you can say going to. It's okay. Very nice. Is Alice going to go on holiday on July? So with the verb go, only the verb go. Remember this one. This is very important. Only the verb go. You can say going to go, as we said before. It's okay. Or we can say going on holiday on July without to go. So it's up to you. Only with the verb go. Only with the verb go. B. Yes, she is. She visit Jordan with her parents. So what do you think? What should we say? Yes, she is. She is going to. She is going to visit. Exactly. She is or she's going to visit Jordan with her parents. Number 3. Daniel not come to my house this Thursday. So what do you think? What should we say? Daniel is not or isn't, going to come. Exactly. It's too long for me. I'll write it here, but you have to write it here. Okay, you have to write it here. Daniel is not or isn't going to come to my house this Thursday. He stay at home. What do you think? What should we say? He is going to stay. Very nice. He is or he is going to stay at home. His cousins from Canada. His cousins. They are more than 1, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. So we have to say his cousins from Canada are. Very nice. With the plural, we have to say are because cousins, this is plural, are going to visit. Very nice. Are going to visit him. His cousins from Canada are going to visit him. Very nice. Beautiful. Go to pages from 159 to 162 for extra grammar practice. If you want to practice more, if you want more exercise about this grammar, you have to go to pages from 159 to 162. Write a few sentences about your plans for the summer. Use the future going to. Okay, so now we want to write a small paragraph or maybe sentences. It's okay. Sentences or paragraph about your future plans. About your future plans for the summer. So we have to use going to. We are intent to do this thing, so we have to use going to. And we have to start like this one. In summer, I'm going to blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I will give you an example. I will show you my paragraph, and after the lesson I want you to write your own sentences just like the one that I will show you. Okay, so let's take a look. In the summer, I'm going to attend English and computer courses. So can you see the beginning? In the summer, I'm going to. In the summer, I'm going to. You can use it the same, okay? I'm going to have my own business and I'm going to help poor people. Every week I'm going to read 20 pages. So you can take a look. We use in this sentence going to, I am going to, or I'm going to attend. This is the verb. I am going to have. This is the verb. I am going to help. This is the verb. I am going to read. So you can use going to in your sentences, with your sentences. Okay, so you can write as many sentences as you can. Write more, just to learn more. Okay? Very nice. So this is the end of our lesson. So today we learned number one, future going to. Number two, write about your future plans. Those are the references that we use: Full Plus 2 Student's Book, Teacher's Guide, Audio, Google Clip Art for pictures. For more information and lessons, this is the website, Twitter account, telephone number for AIN National Education Portal and for Tatweer Company for Educational Services. So as I said before, this is the end of our lesson. Thank you very much all of you for being with me. I hope to see you next time. This is Sultan Shahrani. Goodbye everyone.